Okay, so jumping out of winners and losers, let's go on to our NFL, AFC and NFC championship game predictions. So, Drew, you'll start and then we'll just go around. So
Yeah, sure. I'll go.
The first game is the Chiefs versus the Bills. So, yeah, Drew.
Yeah, so we have 6 people here, so I'll keep it quick. But my guess is that Patrick Mahomes is going to play. It's not usually likely that after a week, the quarterback that has the concussion protocol doesn't play back. However, he is dealing with a foot injury. I don't know how much is going to affect him, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs in this one. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to play. Andy Reid's offense really, really dynamic, pretty potent, and I think they're going to get the win against a really, really good Bills team, but they're still quite young. You have to remember Josh Allen is still a young quarterback, and this is their first year as a contender, a true contender, and I don't think that they're going to quite get to the top of the mountain quite yet.
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
Alex?
So
I have the Bills winning 24-21. I think whether Patrick Mahomes comes back or not, this Bills team is so much more evolved mentally than Kansas City will ever be. Also, Kansas City's been struggling with their offense in the first half in these past couple of games. I think the Bills' defense alone has built itself to be a really, good defense. I mean, they don't have all the picks to show for it, but they play games hard. I mean, they held Baltimore to 3 points despite having Lamar play through 3/4 of the game. They had the incredible pick six. So I think Josh Allen's going to get it done, definitely with Diggs, and I think the Bills are going to move on to the Super Bowl.
All right, Miles?
So I have the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs beating the Bills. I think it's going to be a close game, but because I think Mahomes will play, but if he doesn't, then I have it going to the Bills, but I'm pretty sure he's going to play. But yeah, so I have the Chiefs beating the Bills, but it's going to be a close game, I think.
All right, Levi?
Levi can go.
I take the Bills. To be honest, I think just the way the Chiefs have been playing, they play. I kind of agree with the take that I've heard a lot coming from the ESPN analysts. The Chiefs do not really play with a ton of urgency. They kind of feel like a slow, sort of meandering feel to them. And then every so often they get a 75-yard pass to Tyreek Hill, and then you forget that they might not have been playing the best game before that. But now combine this with the fact that Mahomes, if he plays, he's probably not going to be 100%. And there's also a chance that he doesn't play. I know a lot of people are calling for him to not play because they just want to see the NFL do the right thing, apparently, with their concussion protocol. I don't know if I would say it's just the right thing to sit him out. I feel like if he passes concussion protocol, there's no reason to sit him. But I don't know.
Especially when it's done by a private. It's not done with the team doctors.
Yeah. But right now, I just feel like if Mahomes plays, he's not going to be 100%. And even if he doesn't play, Chad Henne, he's not gonna get him the win. So I'm gonna take the Bills probably by a touchdown. I'm gonna say Buffalo 29, Kansas City 22, or Kansas City 23. A 6-point win, 29-23. Buffalo's headed to the Super Bowl.
29.
Yeah,
that's a number you don't see every day in football.
All the signs point Buffalo. Clyde Tiller, who had like 100 and something, I think it was like 140 rushing yards the first time they played, was questionable. Mahomes has toe injury and maybe concussion, questionable. Chad Henne's not a great backup, questionable. But I think that Mahomes probably will end up playing, and just because of Mahomes' impact, and the Bills' defense is good, like Alex said, but I don't think they're good enough to stop Kelsey and Mahomes. And if Edward Tiller can play, he could be a factor in this game like he was in week. Was it 6? I think it was 4 or something. So I think the Chiefs will barely beat the Bills. And honestly, this is the hardest pick for me. I mean, only 2 picks, but this is the harder pick for me. And I think the Bills will barely come up short this year. And maybe next year's their year, but I think this will be Patty's most likely second Super Bowl in a row.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say mine real quickly. I think it's gonna be Bills 31-24. I think.
Wow. So it's a tie.
I think Mahomes is going to play. But I still think the Bills will pull it out they're probably gonna get a pick, which is gonna be crucial. Their defense is that good that they can pick off Mahomes, and yeah. Okay,
So just to clarify to the people watching at home, we have 3 picks for the Chiefs, 3 picks for the Bills. It's tied. Leave your voice in the comment sections. Be the tiebreaker. Who do you think is going to win? The Chiefs versus Bills matchup. It's going to be a great game.
All right, and then so in the other game in the NFC, we have Buccaneers versus the Packers. So it's Brady versus Rodgers. Drew, you want to say yours first?
I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. I like Tom Brady in this one. I think he has what it takes. Obviously Aaron Rodgers is playing at an elite level, but the Buccaneers are playing really, really well right now. And I don't know. I have a weird feeling that it doesn't make much sense, but I really like Tom Brady, and that's kind of my only explanation, to be honest. So I'm going to pick the Bucs.
Viewer discretion advised, people. Drew's delusional thoughts are getting ahead of him here. This game's a given. I mean, we'll just end it there.
A given.
There is no way that Tom Brady is going to outperform Aaron Rodgers in the season that he's had. Aaron Rodgers is the MVP candidate. I mean, he's going to win MVP. I'm gonna go like 31 to like 17.
Okay. Oh, you think Tom Brady is gonna let that happen?
Drew, nah. Shush. Viewer discretion advised. Once again, the Buccaneers, they've been etch-a-sketchy. I mean, they let Heineken almost drown them in their sorrows. They didn't play a great first half of football against the Saints. I mean, Drew Brees was bad, but Tom Brady was 4 of 11 in the first quarter for 14 yards and 3 points. Yeah, no, that didn't look like Tom Brady to me. And only after they got the 3 picks on the Saints side of the field did they ever capitalize. I think one thing that'll be going for the Buccaneers is their run game with Leonard Fournette and, of course, Ronald Jones back. But then you look at the Packers and they have Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams at running back. I mean, everything is against the Buccaneers here. I mean, we haven't heard a lot about the Green Bay secondary this year, but I mean, they've been performing well. Their defense plays well. They're able to finish off games. And I think Aaron Rodgers is going to absolutely slaughter the GOAT in this game.
Slaughter. No, okay.
All right, Miles.
I'm also going to be going with the Packers. I agree with a lot with what Alex said, but I think it's actually going to be a closer game than he said. I think it's going to be probably within a touchdown or so. Yeah.
Who do you like, Miles? Who do you prefer, Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees? Who do you like more?
Could you say that again?
Like, if you just had a random team, would you rather pick Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady in this matchup?
I actually gotta go with Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, that's all.
Levi, what do you think?
Yeah, Levi.
Oh, well, for me, it's clearly the Packers. I don't think it's going to be I don't agree with Alex, though. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be probably pretty close. I envision a game that the Packers probably control it, but the Bucs are hanging in there the entire time. Tom Brady will have a chance in the fourth quarter, but
he'll forget that it's 4th down.
But he will he's gonna throw an incomplete pass, just a normal.
Godwin's gonna miss it in the end zone again.
Yeah, maybe
he's gonna forget it's 4th down.
And then Rodgers will take a couple of knees and end the game. I'm gonna say my score prediction: 30 for the Packers, 26 for the Buccaneers. 30-26.
Wow. Okay.
I'm fine with that.
All right, well, I'm going to start off with a little story here. So when I was up snowboarding, I saw a guy wearing a Packers Ha Ha Clinton Dix jersey. And I asked him, who would you rather play, the Bucs or the Saints? And he said he'd rather play the Saints. And I asked him why, and he said, well, A, the Bucs destroyed us, which is very true. The Bucs did kill the Packers.
Oh, they did.
Because Tom Brady is the GOAT, and on any given night, he can go out and get a win. And just because of that reason, Tom Brady, I think the Bucs will win this matchup over the Green Bay Packers. That Tampa Bay defense is actually not bad. They've been inconsistent, but some games they really do play like a great defense. I mean, they have a good young secondary, a experienced front seven, and a pretty experienced linebacking core. And We saw them get 3 interceptions last week on one of the most efficient passes in the league, Drew Brees. So if they can just come out there and maybe get one turnover on Aaron Rodgers, and that Brady and the Bucks offense with Godwin and Evans, and I guess even Antonio Brown's not considered one of their best players, and Ronald Jones, if he can have a good game, or Fournette, because he had a great game last week. This could definitely, I think this team will win this game. And it'll probably be pretty close, but as long as the defense can get a turnover, and that can help out that Bucks offense, just get them one more chance with the ball, the Bucks team could win this game, and Brady be going to his, 8th Super Bowl? And I think he has a legit chance to win the Super Bowl.
All right.
Is he a 6 right now? Wouldn't he be going for his 10th Super Bowl?
I don't know what number, actually, I don't actually know.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's-
so
Yeah.
7th win, I don't know.
for me, all signs point to Packers,
Man, he's got the right
But-
idea.
but
That's right. This would be his 10th Super Bowl.
Packers
And
are
he's
still gonna
currently
win.
6-3 in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
yeah, all signs point to the Bucks to lose, but the Packers are still going to win. So yeah, that's exactly what I think.
Just throwing it out there that one of the 3 teams is the Eagles. We were able to
True.
run the ball on the 1-yard line. Okay, continue.
Yikes.
Yeah, so I think it will be close in the first half, and in the second half, the Packers are going to pull away. Final score 35-27. Yeah.
And I see if I were to guess like a sort of swing of halves, I would go opposite to Cody. I would feel like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would struggle in the first half, and the Packers are going to get out to like a 10 or 13 point lead. And then the second half, Tom Brady is going to have to pull the team back in order to try and get it close.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay, so then
I just feel like the Packers' presence in the first half this year, I mean, they've scored, 40 points on opening drives? No, 73 points on opening drives this year.
yeah, I think they have like the most in the league.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the presence of the Packers in the first half is scary because
That's true.
they're able to get off to a fast start and they're able to continue that start throughout the game. And I think what Tampa Bay lacks is sort of a kickstarter. I mean, you've got a 45-year-old guy under center, 44, I'm sorry, it's a year. And I mean, he's looked pretty off in the first halves of a couple of games. I will say that much. And I think what's going to win it for the Packers is their first half presence and getting a lead, which Tom Brady cannot bring them back from.
Yeah. All right, so who do you guys think is going to win the Super Bowl? Off of your predictions for these games. Levi, I'll have you go first.
Well, I'm picking the Bills and the Packers to be in the Super Bowl, and I'm going to say Buffalo to win it. I don't know. Part of me just always remembers that the Packers had that terrible loss to the Vikings. They had that blowout loss against the who was it? The Bucks. Yeah, they had the blowout loss against the Bucks. So those 2 games really lost my confidence that the Packers can win a Super Bowl. In fact, up until this week when I watched the Saints lose, I thought the Packers were not going to make the Super Bowl. I thought they would get pretty well beaten by the Saints, and now I do think they will beat the Bucks very close, but I don't think they will beat the Buffalo Bills. I think the Bills will go down to Tampa Bay, win the Super Bowl off the backs of Josh Allen, and Aaron Rodgers will go home wondering what went wrong.
All right, Drew, you got a prediction?
Yeah. So right now I have the Bucks and the Chiefs. I'm gonna go Chiefs. They're gonna repeat. They're gonna beat the GOAT. The GOAT's gonna go 6-4 in the Super Bowls, and Patrick Mahomes is going to ride off into the sunset.
With his,
All right.
his
Yeah,
new
Alex?
shampoo. His new
His
shampoo.
second ring.
So I have the Packers and the Bills, and I think this is going to be one of the closest Super Bowls we've seen, despite, one of the best being the Eagles versus the Patriots. That one was just a back and forth and a great game to watch. I'd recommend,
Okay.
going to watch it. If you have an NFL Game Pass account, please go find it. It's one of the best games I've ever enjoyed. It's really emotional, and it's a great game, full of swings, and it's all the way down to the end. Anyway, continuing on the point. I think it's going to come down to a fourth quarter play. Now, I have the Packers winning it by 3, and I think that it'll be tied up 27-27 going into the fourth quarter, and the Packers are going to throw it deep to Devontae Adams, and they're going to set up a game-winning field goal to win it 30-27. And Aaron Rodgers is going to get his second Super Bowl ring.
All right, Miles.
So I have my prediction is the Packers and the Chiefs go into the Super Bowl, and I think that the Chiefs are going to be pulling this off and going to get their second Super Bowl in a row. Yeah, I think it is going to be a high-scoring game, and it's going to be pretty close, and it's going to come down to the wire. But I have the Chiefs coming out on top.
Yeah.
How
Seth?
about you, Cody?
Oh,
Seth?
I'll go first.
Seth?
I had the same as Drew, Bucks versus Chiefs, and I think Brady will make it to the Super Bowl. He'll beat Rodgers. He beat Breeze. He beat Heineke, but he will not Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes is already the best player in the league. Brady's the best player ever, but I think Mahomes can easily overtake that in the coming time. And it'll be passing the torch game, basically. Like, Brady probably won't retire, but this probably will be his last best run of his career. I think next year they could maybe get a wild card, but I think they'll lose in the Super Bowl this year, and it'll be like a passing the torch moment. Mahomes will now be the greatest player in the league, probably. Like, there's no question about it. And yeah, the Chiefs will win this one. Probably pretty close. I'd say like 10 to 13 point game.
All
That's
right.
close.
Yeah, and it's actually low scoring too. So.
Cody, what do you think?
So I have the Bills versus the Packers.
Cody. I didn't say 10 and 13. I said that the point differential will be between 10 and 13, not a 13 to 10 game.
I thought you said 10 to 13.
That's kind of a lot, but yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, so that's not low. It doesn't have to be low scoring. I have the Bills versus the Packers, and it will probably. I feel like the Bills will pull this out. Their defense will get critical stops, and Rodgers is not gonna have the best game of his life. He's not gonna have an insane game, and that's why they're gonna lose. I think the Bills will get this. Maybe I think it'll be a kind of high-scoring game. Maybe like 35 to like 28 or something. But it's not gonna be like a blowout. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So got anything else
Has
to talk
everyone
about?
gone?
Yeah.
Has everyone gone? Yeah. Okay. So there are some NFL trade rumors and
Yes,
lots of
Deshaun
news.
Watson.